It's going to be very exciting and heated because you're going to hear so much, you're going to know so much, and actually we are going to understand what Rapperholic means. I mean, you've been hearing about it. Probably you've been at the events before, but maybe Kumasi was just a whole different level for everybody because apparently all that you've heard probably is 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, all of that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I have in studio Boo God, who is a creative director with Boo House Entertainment. How you doing, Boo God?
I'm blessed.
Boo God.
Yes, sir.
But why the name change though?
So I really, Bulldog means bull depends on God. I had to flip, bull depends on God. The DOG depends on God.
Okay.
But I had to flip it because of my daughter, my third daughter. She calls me Boo God.
Oh,
yeah, so
okay.
It made so much sense since it was an acronym already.
Yeah.
And if you flip a dog, it becomes what?
Wow.
Yeah. You know,
Wow.
So
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I mean, if you never heard it, you now know.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
it was never like Bulldog, like the dog.
No.
Boo
Depends
on God.
Yeah.
So you are the Boo.
Yes.
And then you depend on God.
Yeah, plus I'm a God too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm God.
Yeah, I mean, you're creating the image. Like
Yeah. I'm not your God, I'm my God. But I'm God.
I feel you on that. If I decide to push more, we'll change the conversation for today. Also, I have here DJ Mensa. DJ Mensa, who is official DJ for Sarkodie, and then also Lawrence Bernard Aglo, who is a production manager with Event Factory in Studio. How are you doing? Lawrence, how are you doing?
I'm good.
How does it feel being able to pull Rapperholic off in Kumasi?
It's a pleasant feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just brings smiles to my face when I think about it.
Nice. DJ Mensa,
What's up, my brother?
how are you doing?
Not bad at all.
I was supposed to be with you in Kumasi. I messaged you about that,
Story.
right?
Yeah.
But last week we also had City Business Olympics.
Okay.
So I couldn't come. But it was good.
Next time, yeah.
But how was it, I mean, engaging with the Osekrum guys? I mean, the fans, everything, being on stage, dropping the sets, not even Sarkodie's performance, but you just engaging them. How's the energy like?
Whew, the energy. I've been to Kumasi. I always tell my team that the first love is always from Kumasi. They kind of like listen to my mixtapes. This is just about DJ Mensa, and the kind of response I get from them is more than Accra. So I always know that the love in Kumasi is deep. But what we saw this time around was different. From the time we arrived all the way to everywhere that we went, I don't think we even spend anything like money on food. We got like so many people bringing us food, so many restaurants inviting us to come out, and that was the love that we got and the kind of welcoming that we got from Kumasi.
That was good.
I even tweeted I'm thinking of relocating to Kumasi because the love there.
Please. Bugo, are you ready for him to relocate?
Oh yeah, why not? He's trouble in Accra.
He's trouble in Accra.
So you should take some of the trouble back. You don't know him, man.
Maybe you need to tell me more.
Okay, next time. Maybe after the show.
Hi, Pao.
Yes.
All right. But let's talk about, Mensa, I'll start with you. I mean, you are part of Sarkodie's team, so you would know like the whole idea about Rapperholic and everything. You've been to Kumasi before, but why the need to go back there again this time around when you've already had Accra on lockdown when it comes to Rapperholic?
I think that's a question for Lawrence more,
I mean,
because they're actually the brain behind Rapperholic.
Oh, really?
So, yes.
Then
And Bulldog as well. It started with Bulldog and everything. So he needs to tell the story.
He will tell the Rapperholic
He will tell the
story.
Rapperholic story.
oh, they tell us. Okay, all right. Who will tell us?
Started
Because sometimes because you are closer to Sark, everybody will be
I
like,
know.
oh, okay, he will know more.
I
But
know.
apparently, you guys know more than him.
Yes.
Accra.
So you are more part of the Sark team.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, so this is how it started, right? So myself and the CEO of Event Factory,
Nabil.
Nabil.
Oh, man.
And
Good
another gentleman of mine, Ken. Yeah, well, Ken and I run Boo House Entertainment, and Nabil does Event Factory. And these three guys, we work together. Everything Nabil is doing, I'm on it. Anything I'm doing, he's on it. So he's my go-to guy when it comes to events and all that. I'm his go-to guy when it comes to creatives and planning and everything. So we've been together for like ages. So this particular concert started with Vibes Cartel. Yes, we had booked a venue to bring in Vibes Cartel 13 years ago. We had done our negotiations and everything was done. We're about to transfer money to the agent and lock him down. And then we heard the bad news that he had been
arrested.
Exactly. So straight away, we had to go back onto the drawing board and say, who do we pick up? At the time, I was working with VIP, so I put the name on the table. Other names came up. Nabil said, no, Sarkodie is coming up. So why don't we approach him? And at the time, truly, yeah, he had amassed some sort of
following.
Cult following. Yeah, it's just that he's not really aggregated it, right? So I stepped to Sarkodie and told him, hey, we want to do this for you. And he's like, bruh, we are sure. I said, oh, everything is locked down. We have the venue, we have the everything. We have everything. We have stage lights. We just need you to show up. We have media, everything, because this is the space we work in, right? So we met his team and himself. I think at the time it was Duncan, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we spoke and we agreed on something, and then boom. I started taking Sarkodie out to do his live band rehearsals. We brought Sammy Forsin on board at the time to help him with the media, you know, because yes, myself, Nabil, Ken started planning how it's going to look like, you know. I would say for the next almost like a decade, I was working on the artworks. I'm a graphic artist myself.
Oh,
so every artwork that you've actually seen from the beginning,
always
for Rapperholic.
Yes.
For Rapperholic. That was him.
Yes, the billboards, all that stuff.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So you need to actually know the real story. So
Wow.
what I'm going to add to what he said, at that time we used the biggest auditorium, which is actually bigger than the Grand Arena.
Exactly, the dome.
The dome.
The dome before the original one.
Okay, the one on the right-hand side.
Yes, on the
We
right.
are facing the conference center.
Yeah,
It's
but
on
when
the
you
right-hand
get it, it's
side.
on your left.
It's on your left. Yeah.
When you get it, it's on your left. Yes.
That's the first venue. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And we were amazed. We knew it was gonna pop,
but not that big.
Yes.
When I came for sound check, I think Sal called me and was like, Usha Ebefa. I said, there's a queue outside. So he couldn't even come for sound check.
Yeah,
that was how big it started.
Wow. Yes. He almost wept that day.
And let's put this in proper perspective.
Yes.
This was a concert that was like, oh, let's bring somebody from outside.
Yes.
The unfortunate happens, and then it becomes Sarkodie's blessing.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and it was amazing, as if it was designed for him, as if everything was meant for him, you know. And it was.
Now tell me about the 13 years ago. Before we come to like Osei, because I always like to put the beginning and then now in proper perspective, so that people will know that hey, he's traveled the journey. It's not just like he woke up one day and then boom, it happened. 13 years ago. How was the energy like? How was the performances like? How was the patronage like?
I think Rapperholic is an event, I think, made from heaven. From day one or year one till now. I won't say we've never lost money.
So from an event background, it's the most fast-selling ticket in Ghana, any event.
In Africa.
I don't know where I haven't gone. I cannot speak for them. But when it comes to Ghana,
in Africa,
like the fast selling.
Trust me, you would have to hustle. Look, in Kumasi, we had sold the tickets. I think the day they got in. You guys got in on Monday, right?
Yeah.
By Tuesday, the tickets were done.
So Rapperholic is actually a business for other people where they kind of buy the ticket early and
then they resell.
Exactly.
So the resale thing is big. It's big for some companies.
Wow, it is big for Rapperholic.
Exactly.
Wow.
And it started since year one.
Year one is never changed.
It's never changed. That should tell you what Sarkodie stands for. I can sit here and honestly say Sarkodie is the only bankable artist that I know here in the space.
Is the only bankable artist.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Bankable is somebody you can put your money on.
You can bet your money on that. Hey, like I'm going to invest $100,000 for Sarkodie's performance.
You make twice or thrice the money back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. That's him.
Interesting.
It's not even just about the concert and the events. If you talk to the banks and telcos and
corporate organizations,
corporate organization, when they use him for anything, maybe when it comes to downloads and all of that, it's.
But then again, a lot of people feel like he's always like in his corner, like he doesn't put himself out there. He's not.
But I think he's got a very special connection with his fans.
But really, that's what he needs to do. What do you know Sarkodie for? He's supposed to produce music. What else do you want?
No, I mean, sometimes he must get into like.
No, you see, that's the problem. You see, when you go back into time, right? Even now, the whole thing has changed. I've never heard Michael Jackson saying Michael Jackson on a track. Have you heard it before?
No.
Or Bob Marley saying Bob Marley?
This song is by Bob Marley, no.
No, they don't even say their names. All I'm trying to say is the music has to speak.
Yeah.
It's just
Once
that-
you hear it, you know where it's
That's
coming
it.
from.
So
Yeah.
Sarkodie, that's what he stands for. He doesn't need to do any gimmicks, nothing. It has to be the music. And he does it so well.
Man, I mean, a man worth celebrating. I mean, we are not going to wait for him to be no more with us. And we are like, oh, Sarkodie did this, did that. We need to celebrate him now that he's still with us. But how long did we have to plan this Kumasi event for? I saw a post somewhere that this planning actually started somewhere in South Africa 2 years ago. How true is that?
Okay, it is very true. It was mentioned maybe more than 2 years ago. And then from mentioning...
About going to Kumasi?
Yes.
Okay.
And then after mentioning, it became a discussion. And then after the discussion, we had to pick that discussion up and then put plans in place to actualize it. So that process was 2 years in the making.
2 years to plan this and pull it off?
Yes, because it required...
Why did you need 2 years to pull it off? I mean, you've been doing Rapperholic every year.
No, but
why
this
2
is-
years to pull it off?
This is a new territory, it's a new culture. And we can't sit in Accra and assume that what works in Accra works in Kumasi. You know, every locality, they have their own culture, their own set ways. Kumasi, it's a market that has its own American music movement. It is not as cosmopolitan as Accra is. Accra in December is already a holiday season. People come from outside. So we are going in September, and particularly at a time where we are not too sure. So we needed to go in early. We've spent weeks in Kumasi listening to people, doing research, focus group discussions, pricing models. It's not.
So it's not like, okay, Sarkodie wants to do Rapperholic. Okay, Charlie, Nabul is an event organizer. DJ Misa is his DJ. I mean, Bugod is there. He can be able to put a few things together creatively. We know how we can pull it off. We've been doing this for the past 10 years. Charlie, Monday we've decided, okay, Saturday, let's pull it off. It's not something like that.
That is complacency.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a proper planner, I plan way ahead of time. We don't take things for granted, you know, and that influenced how we prepared for this event. The fallback plans, the fail-safe plans, the options to plan B. They are not plan C, but options to plan B. You understand? So it's been a long time. We've put in a whole lot of work, you know, how to design its activation as well. So, you know, it would have been easy to say Sarkodie has an event on the 27th. He walks in on Saturday, he does the event, and it's gone. Typically. We needed to design activations for him to build the momentum. That's why the decision was to go on Monday and not even to fly in, but to drive in. So we had a convoy.
What was the need or the reason why you decided to drive in?
Presence. For people to believe he's in town. You can fly in from the airport to pick you up and you go. But he needed that connection with the people. You know, we are quite skeptical as a people. Are you sure he'll come? Is he there? Will he come? So when he got in and he realized from Tech Junction, the reception he got out of the car himself and decided.
How long did it take you from, say, Tech Junction to wherever you were going to?
It took quite some time. It really took quite, even with the dispatch riders we had, at a point he even had to go because there was a natural traffic jam because everybody had seen that Sarkodie wasn't. Because we had posters on the cars and all that. I mean, Shaxi and all that. So people knew that Sarkodie was one of those vehicles. So he had to get there and make his presence felt. So.
Now, when it comes to the crowd, was this your expectation or you were overwhelmed with the numbers that showed up?
I would say we were all overwhelmed because of the numbers. Numbers even causing traffic that the artists couldn't even get to the venue on time. You know, I think the build up to it also helped because when he went in on Monday, they saw him. Tuesday, we had visitations to the regional minister and a few other influential people. Wednesday, we had a legacy walk. Who does a walk midweek? Everybody does
Wednesday.
Walk, but that's the disruption. That is what you need to let the people know that
I am here for a reason.
Yeah, there's some chaos. What's happening? Sarkodie is in town. And it was huge. After that, he went to Confanochi to do a donation. On Thursday, we had a dialogue with on media tourism. And
yeah, that was a very, very good dialogue, by the way. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and I was like, wow, Sarkodie is really dropping some heavy nuggets there.
Yeah, so we presented multiple touch points to the brand Rapperholic. It wasn't just about the concert. It was Rapperholic, the homecoming. So we needed to touch everyone in various ways so that builds towards the concert on Saturday. And that was what we all witnessed.
All right. Now, for Boo, who was also part of the creative team and, I mean, getting the artists and probably scheduling them and, you know, preparing them and everything, how overwhelming was it for you when it comes to the crowd?
So let me shift the scheduling of the artists and all that to DJ Mensa and his team. So
okay.
You come to that one. But for me, I was a little bit disappointed that we couldn't have the whole stadium to ourselves. Wow. Because you see the crowd you saw in there, we had ×2 out there.
Or more.
You see, more than that. Look, it will take you from just this point where we are, right, to let's say Abeka Junction, right?
Ship House.
Yeah, Ship House. It will take you like about 5 hours to get there. That was the kind of traffic we're talking about.
If you are in a hurry, that means you have to walk.
Exactly.
I got down and walked. I jogged in.
Because he needed to be on stage.
I needed to be on stage, so I had to come down from the car.
You know, let him tell you about the coordination. It was crazy. We needed helicopters there.
I mean, it looks like now we need to start looking at that as well. Helipads everywhere.
Exactly. So for me, that was my disappointment, because then some of these things could easily cause stampedes, deaths, and all that stuff. You know, so I was disappointed that the NSA didn't allow us to do what we wanted to do. And you know, if you have that crowd in that stand, you know, there's weight on the concrete,
on the structure.
It could, you know what I'm saying?
Collapse.
Exactly.
But then again, you know, the NSA was also worried about the grass and everything. And I'm hearing SAC even decided, like, hey, even if it goes bad, I am willing to actually fix it.
That's exactly what we presented. My point is, would you want to compare grass to lives? Does it make sense to you?
No.
Good. What is grass compared to human lives? That's where we should start thinking.
Sure.
You know, I'm highly disappointed. We're talking about people. Grass can always grow, man.
Yeah, we can always fix it. And then again, SAC also, the team presented that offer, like if it goes wrong. But then again, you want to put it in proper perspective. Was it actually presented and they rejected it?
Yes.
Well, yes. We gave them options to fixing the grass, how to manage it, all that. But he's so disappointed. But I just want to say it's just unfortunate that we've channeled our facilities towards sports so much that if they need to open it up to any other thing that is not sports, then authorities are quite reticent, you know, and it becomes a challenge for them because they are stuck in their ways over the years.
So
and
we should look at multi-purpose.
They are civil servants as well, so they're also protecting their interests. They could transfer you to somewhere and then it becomes a problem. So
he's being political.
So in a way,
I know you want to be blunt.
Exactly. My point is, the facility is for multiple. They're not making money off football. Yeah, ask him. You know, this part I can't say in English. I have to say in Ga. I did lie.
I mean, the language.
So I can say that in English. It's acceptable. But when we speak our language, you see where we've come as a country. You see where we've gotten as a country.
I get that flat.
Excuse, you know. I mean,
okay, excuse me, they shit for the place. You know, and this is, you should see the place is unkempt, is not painted. You should see the place.
Wow.
Exactly. So if these are the events that will bring you money, so you run an upkeep and create jobs in the process, why would you want to, you know, I don't understand. It's not like it's a busy place where every week you see some sort of activity. So that when you say that, okay, even if the grass goes bad, it will take a while and you have to shift our games. It's not like that.
And then you try to come in to actually put it into good use and then But Mensa, tell me about your experience, I mean, with the crowd, because I really want to put it in proper perspective. So people will know that, hey, you guys had to go through hassle to pull Rapperholic off. How was the crowd for you? How overwhelming was it for you? Like you say, you had to drop and jog into the venue.
Yeah.
But before that, you know.
I mean, I expected numbers, but not this kind of numbers. And one of the conversations I had with Nabil before that, why would you choose the date? First, it was about raining season. Secondly, it was about the students being at home.
Yeah.
So just imagine if there were a population of about 80,000.
Students were there
Exactly.
in school.
So we
Wow,
couldn't have-
that would have been
we couldn't
another overwhelming point.
Exactly.
Again, coming from an event perspective, if you have this kind of numbers, then you should know what sort of security to take. Like, if you have 10 people, you should know that maybe 2 policemen, 2 personal security, and those were not the arrangement that we had. So anything could have gone off without the rain. So as bad as we were talking about the rain and everything, probably yes, you know, it came to save a lot of things. So the numbers that you see there, even the VIP area, the people have bought tables, they're supposed to have that experience that we have in that crowd. They didn't have that. Because again, it was raining, they ran out, and then when they were coming back, everything was just...
And I mean, Ghanaians, I mean, what is it with Ghanaians? He knows he doesn't have a ticket,
Yes,
but he wants to be at the
be
venue.
there, yeah.
I think what triggered that portion of it was when it rained and the table guys ran away to seek shelter. Those who remained and stood in the rain came forward
Forward, yeah.
when the music started playing. So when these guys came back, they didn't want to leave.
Yeah,
That was
they will
what
not
caused
leave.
the problem,
Aside
because
that,
they were in
people
the
had,
rain
because we were
dancing.
trying to do 100% digital, you know, but people still had money. People still are stuck in their old ways.
Old ways, like,
They,
I'll
they
get
have
to the
their cash. I
venue
want to get to the venue
and
pay.
get a ticket.
And that's what they are used to. They don't know the short code. They don't want to go to any. Probably they live far. And then people travel from, don't forget,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Tamale, everywhere. You meet people like, oh, you're
people
6
came
hours,
in.
5 hours away.
A whole lot of people.
You know, a whole lot of people.
Wow.
So you have to factor all of them, you know, in there.
Yes, sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the venue,
Right.
how technically challenging was it for you guys?
Oh, it was challenging, but not too much, because as I mentioned, we've spent time at that venue. We've been there for weeks. So we had options. We knew if they allowed us, because initially we wanted to play from the center line towards
Wanted
the
to play
stand.
center line too. Okay.
And then the conversation came about, and then we decided to come to the 6-yard line of the goalpost.
Of the goalpost, yeah.
So that the entire staging component goes onto onto the grass
on the
area,
a bit.
and then the seating is the entire tartan tracks.
Yeah.
But we just wanted that 15, 20 feet, and they didn't give it to us. So then that brought us back to.
These
Yeah,
guys are
yeah.
so technical. When I came, I think a day before, I called him and I called Nabil. I'm like, give me 5 feet. Just add it to the stage, like so that Sak can have,
A
you know,
longer
a
way.
longer horn when it comes to the stage. They are like, no. Like, do you know how many people we are going to lose
Yeah.
by just putting 5 feet?
We were
adding
really
that 5.
constrained
Very,
by
very.
space. So, you know, and the way the stand is, you know, it curves. So your deepest
Yeah.
point is just 100 feet.
Okay.
So you have a stage extension, you have tables before the VVIPs and the VIPs. So we needed to really work the space and do magic there. But venues are big problems for us in this country.
What can we do, you know, to actually fix some of these things, especially when it comes to venues and how technically challenging they are?
I think as a nation, we should stop taking the entertainment and creative bit as just a side agenda, or just, we should take it as a full industry. Full industry.
You think we've not paid attention to
Not
it
at
yet?
all. It's just lip service.
But it's always in the budget.
No, it's just lip service.
This one, I don't
You see,
Budot to
and
talk. Google will just keep quiet on that.
Let me just pick on something, just on the same track. After the tweets came about on not using the pitch and all that, then the next day the NSA put out an artwork, pitch panel testing, and they brought some guys in suits and they were driving cars on the panels. And I'm saying that you don't call the events people and have a brainstorming session with them to say that events people, you are the ones clamoring for pitch covers. Make recommendations, and or these are the recommendations people have made. So come and authenticate and see if it's useful. Because if you bring a pitch cover and someone is driving a car on it, it may not have that surface to hold my stage legs or my scaffolding legs. You understand? So you may have bought a pitch cover, but it may not be a functional pitch cover for events. You can use it for car shows or opening of Nations Cup or whatever it is. So if the goal is to make it accessible for us events people to use, together with the sports people or whoever wants to use, then we should all sit down, the concerted effort to make sure the right thing is sports that serves all our interests. Otherwise, more or less, it will be just a talk shop as always. That's why I'm saying that. They don't take us as an industry to listen to our concerns. They just lip service, or they're creative, and they just lump all of us together and think all we do is play music and that's just about it.
And you see, I don't know why the stereotype, like, oh, they're just playing, they're just enjoying themselves. But how much business did you guys take to Kumasi?
A whole lot of business. Let's do a guesswork here. I don't know if you have any adding, I call it adding machine by a calculator.
Yeah.
We had a full week there as production people with different events. Let's say someone is coming in for 3 days, all right? He came in on a Friday, he's leaving on a Sunday. He's spending on accommodation, food and beverage, dressing and saloon, transport, tips and girlfriends or tips and boyfriends and all those bits. So on the average, let's say, if I want to be very modest, very, very modest and cheap, not like DJ Menson's class. So
Or Bugot's
for
class.
3 days, you can spend 4,000 cedis. For 3 days, you want to be modest. All these
Modest, yeah.
Right. For 3 days, you can spend 4,000 cedis. And from the numbers that we have, let's say we easily had about 10,000 coming from out of town. So 10,000 people, each spending
4K,
4K.
3K,
Yes.
2K even.
So just for that period. And talk less of those who are vendors, who are selling on the streets, who are Uber riders, who are carpenters, who are artisans, who are ushers. It's a whole economy. And then we also had to transport everything from Accra, all the key technical components, the staging, the lights, the sound.
How to move it.
Everything. And you move
From Accra to Kumasi.
Yes, you're moving with truck loads that are sitting from Monday to Monday.
They have to eat.
They have to
drink,
eat,
You have
you have to
sleep
accommodate them.
somewhere. You have to accommodate.
So you can imagine how much goes into that kind of.
I
And that
think-
staging
Yeah.
was an engineering work. It's not even just the regular stage build, because you need engineering.
How many
acumen.
days did it take you to put the stage out?
It took us, let's say, a full day, because when we got it on Monday, we lost Tuesday, Wednesday with this wrangling with sports authority. So we didn't do anything between Tuesday and Wednesday.
And then
So
had to now go into
when we
Thursday.
realized Wednesday night that it wasn't going to happen, that was when we started work. And even the floodlights they put on for you to work, you have to pay 20,000 cedis for that period.
20,000
For
cedis.
the floodlights.
just
And it's
For the
like
floodlights being
just
on.
a few, like 6 or 7 bulbs. You guys are journalists, right?
Yeah.
You should pick a phone maybe on Monday, call them and ask them for the figures. Like not for our event, just regular. You want to rent the facility, what are the attendance costs and all that, yeah. And you realize how much we invest in this thing.
Wow.
So
wow.
without sponsorship, events would die in this country.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I mean, it's crazy because you guys are breaking your backs to give people entertainment. And I'm just looking at how many people came there and were like excited or had to forget their problems for a while and actually have an extension of life in quotes. Because I mean, somebody may be having some crazy thoughts, walked into a Rapperholic concert and would be like, hey, I am relieved, I'm going home. I'm
They
going to
even
have a-"
catch you. You know, the Santa Hima's funeral was
Yeah.
the week before.
The week
so this
before.
was something like an upliftment of the
Yeah.
culture of the people, you know. I call it the biggest outdoor outdoor party in the rain. Yeah.
All right, but I mean, Bugod, what are some of the lessons? I mean, being there, seeing all that is happening, what are some of the lessons that you were picking from everything that was going on as the event was unfolding?
Again, for me, I think if an event is overbooked, it's not a good look. Yes, I mean, because you put people in danger.
In danger.
Yes, and you still need these people to attend your next event and your next event and all that. So, for me, that was the biggest lesson. I mean, for the rain, we cannot.
I mean,
There's-
it's a
there's
natural
no-
occurrance.
Exactly. There's nothing that
Yeah.
you know. I think
Very
that,
little.
yes, I think the team did extremely well people like the DJ mentions on the night, I mean, if it was some people that are not that experienced, they would have given up because it rained like 7 times.
7 times.
7 times. Yes. You know, Sarkodie was not able to do his dress rehearsal for the show.
Even with the performance we saw.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. You know, so it was apart from that, the call to duty, the commitment of everybody else on the team to make sure this is going to happen, because we knew that if we could not pull it off, it would be a disaster.
Right. Massive.
Yes, it will be a dent in our long
standing history of Rapperholic.
Exactly. So I'm hoping that in the future we'll look at, and DJ Mensa spoke about that, about the timing. You know, I was speaking to Nabil, I think 2-3 days ago. We're also looking at the time when the students are in. You know, so we go full blown the stadium.
Whose call was it to actually pick the date? Was it SAC's call or it was the event organizer's call?
We picked the date. Initially, our date was the 21st September.
The Kwame Nkrumah.
The Kwame Nkrumah thing.
the
So that because
birthday.
the Monday would be a holiday, so
Yeah.
that at least we'll have an extended weekend. And then we issues with the football people and Kotoko needing the stadium. And
So
and
even
blah,
the
blah.
issues with the football people started way back. So that even affected you changing your date.
Yes. So it was like, instead of us waiting, because the permutations were such that Kotoko could play home first or away first. So 21st was the date, but they didn't know if they were going to play home or away. So why should we wait? So
I
it's
mean,
like, okay.
but how is it that they are also not sure whether they are playing home or away?
No, but the thing is, when you qualify, that was before the draw, before
Yeah.
the CAF draw. So they didn't know whether they'll go to Nigeria first or. But then they even ended up playing in Accra.
Oh man.
You know, but then that was why we switched the date to the 27th. And
Wow.
It worked out eventually. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. But now let's come to Sarkodie's performance. With all the rain that was happening and people leaving and coming back and all of that, what were some of the hard decisions you had to take as somebody who more or less like knows his set, knows he's going to do this after this, gauging the audience, gauging the energy, being able to say, okay, hey guys, you know, everything else will have to wait. This has to go now. How difficult and what were the measures you had to put in place to take that decision?
Okay, so when I got like stuck in traffic for about an hour, that's where I started getting worried. So I was calling Val, the guy that coordinates with the artists, and I know the artists that are on SAC's set. So when he didn't pick up, his phone didn't ring, and I knew that because he's been there the whole time, meaning that he doesn't have a phone to even chase the artist to come. So I started doing it myself. Call Kweku Smoke, Kweku Flake, because those are the ones that are going to come, like the first one, our Reggie Rockstone, all of them, the Asaka boys, and they were all waiting for cars to come and get them. The same cars that were sitting there to go get them. So that's when I knew there was a problem.
And even those cars are in traffic.
Those cars are
and
in
you have
traffic.
to even drop and run and get to them.
Run.
Okay.
I jogged from about 15 minutes
Yeah.
in traffic. With me, OJ, Mariam, we just had to get down because the cars were not moving. We were just sitting in there doing what? Because it wasn't moving. I didn't know how we're going. And I couldn't even see Sark's car ahead of
you.
So I'm like, okay, I need to go and take things, you know. As I got there, the DJs, the warm-up DJs, all the 3 CD players that were there was messed up. It rained, I've messed the CD. So there was no, so they were playing directly from their laptop. And then the generator went off. So just when I was waiting for the generator to come on, I'm like, no, this is not happening. As soon as the generator comes on, I'm going to go on. I don't care who is going to go on before Sark. We need to put Sark at least on the show. If anything goes wrong, at least they've seen him for 5 minutes. You understand?
10 minutes, yeah.
10 minutes. And Angel comes and say, we cannot even play the band because I was playing alongside the
band, You saw the rehearsal actually.
Yeah, so then again, I had to switch right there. We were going to go full-time DJ. And my CD player was the last one that's left to hold the show. So we went to a vendor, took his, the small tent to come and cover me up. I had to go beg him for him to deal with the rain and his stuff just for the show to go on. So I literally went and begged him, like, before this show can happen, I need your tent. They carried it themselves, brought it on stage, set it up for me, and I'm like, I'm not putting anybody on. Angel was like, there are so many acts, we haven't put it, and it was around 2 something.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we need to go. Give me Kenyatta to open, and then after that we put Sark on. Opening actor with rehearse. The band have been waiting for like
all of that. All of you, Charlie.
All of it.
We'll pay you anyway.
Yes,
pay you.
yes.
So looking at the playlist and everything that we planned, the song, at least we still open with the same song. I wanted, because we went 12 years ago, and then we were coming to Kumasi again. We haven't been in a long time. I wanted that Messiah track, you know, to sync with
Messiah.
the second coming of like Christ.
Yeah.
That was the opening, like that was how people were going to. I just wanted people to imagine something big. That's because Sarkodie actually wanted to start with violence. And I'm like, no, we need to use that Messiah track.
Yeah.
And that's how we got.
I mean, it also hits home because it's one of the
also hits
last
home.
on the song Kuku Flake.
So just imagine Kuku Flake also working on stage.
Yeah.
So everything that people saw and they think that was the opening act, no. We just planned it like 2, 3. I'm like, I'm going to go when I play, just follow my lead. Now, it was funny when I saw the band now coming, because now the drizzling has stopped. They take the canopy, the covering and all of that, and you see the guitar guy join me. The drummer now comes on. That's how they go in there.
So they even had to find their way
in the performance. Because I was going now without them. And now they had to come on stage with me and still, so that's how we got it in.
Man, the Rapperholic story, guys, the Rapperholic homecoming story. Today, you're hearing everything that happened in there and everything that went on in there. And I'm excited to have you guys on because, you know, sometimes events happen, people are not able to appreciate it that much. They're like, oh, it was a successful event. Oh, it was a bad event. But even in a bad event, there's so much planning that has gone on before you would describe it as a bad event or a successful event. So it's really good that we are talking about this. But in terms of logistics, if you have to quantify it or put an amount to it, how much do you think you lost because of the rain?
Oh, I'll not be able to tell now because it's an evaluation that's still ongoing. Yes.
After a week?
Oh, of course.
Oh, it takes time.
It takes time because they're electrical stuff. They need to dry out, you know, you test them, sure that this is working well. You may test them today, will work, but by 2 or 3 days' time, then something else. Yeah, so
but speakers, CD
lights,
players,
as you mentioned, there were 3 DJs before, they lost all their players.
CD players.
So now I think we have to buy 3
CD players.
And 2 MacBooks.
Even the screens.
Yeah, even
the screens they have to go
some
off.
of them had to go off. And it was tough. It was tough. But
It's a miracle.
Yeah, it is.
Being able to see the events happen successfully, it's such a good miracle and it's good. But in all of this, looking at all these challenges and it happening, what does this say about Sarkodie?
It tells you it's a brand well built, a brand that is here to stay, a brand that is trusted. That's the most important thing. It's a trusted brand. Because if you go back and look at the visuals that came after the aftermath, the people were willing to die in the rain.
Yeah, they were standing in the rain.
Look, we had people from the diaspora. I had to put about, I'll say 15 or 16 African Americans in there, you know, because they called me from the States. They were in town doing business and they had heard the concert and they so wanted to come, you know, and we got them in and I'm amazed they were in the rain. They sent me videos and they were in the rain. Like these are top people, you know, on that upper echelon and they were in the rain. That should tell you how trusted the brand is. How the crowd or the fan base wants it to succeed no matter what. I mean, it gives us, for me, it's a humbling moment that anybody would even want to even stay that long or risk everything for that. At the time we were even shutting down. There were people who still wanted to come in.
Right.
At what time did you guys shut down?
6:30.
I
went,
AM.
Yes, I went off at 6:30,
Yes.
6:32.
Yeah, I think DJ might have picked up a bit.
Yeah, and they were still partying.
They were still partying.
It wasn't just raining; it was cold as well.
Exactly.
Everybody was like shaking. You see angels shaking on stage.
I think the rain did some magic for us because the heat would have been worse.
Oh, okay.
It would have been worse because, you know, it was like sardine packaging. You know what I'm saying? So God knows best.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, we didn't have no casualties. Just imagine.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing.
Nothing,
Yeah.
yeah.
anyway, but wrapping up, because I feel like the Rapperholic homecoming conversation, there's so much to unpack.
Exactly.
But do you think that Ghana is ready for major concerts? Because it's very sad that we have a... Whoa, guys. that can you go back to like the ending of that video? Like, because what I've seen...
Yeah, this was the end of it.
Wow.
Yeah. To answer your question, Ghana is over ready. So let me track back to somewhere 2 years ago. Stonebwoy did something like that
Across
you
the
saw
board.
the numbers.
Yeah.
Right? Shatta and Medical did. You saw the numbers.
I think that was it was also Christmas Day, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know, and this as well. So you should know that we're ready. Now, with they keep talking about the pitch cover being so expensive and that they can't get. Look, there's this gentleman who's building buildings with plastic blocks.
Yeah. I've
I
seen
don't know
that
if
guy.
you've
I've
seen-
seen that guy.
Why can't you get them?
Get that guy to do the pitch cover for us, yeah.
That's it. You just need a plastic pavement.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't get it. You know, we are. I keep saying this all the time. We have everything. Yeah, we are blessed with all the natural resources, but the most important natural resource that we have, the most important one above all, is sense.
Imagine.
We don't use it. Yes, we have gold, manganese, diamond, but in
We have the humans, but
yes, there are people. We don't have to go elsewhere and do anything. We have everything here.
but then yes, we are ready for major events, but do we have the logistics for it?
We do,
'Cause-
we have the manpower, we have the people.
No, cause I'm asking this because I think a few years ago when in one of the biggest events, that was a Global Citizen came, Afro Nation came, Afro
Yes.
Nation have like they said they're not
Yeah.
coming back to
Yeah.
Ghana anymore. A lot of people are saying it's because of logistics issues. Global Citizen says okay, we cannot. Even recently, Global Citizen announced that they were coming back. We don't know what happened. Now, a lot of people are assuming or they are guessing that it's because of logistics. Do we have the logistics for major events?
We do, and we have the people. Because even the Global Citizen concert, I think 70 or 60% of the people that worked on the things are
People that work
Ghanaians.
on Rapperholic, just Rapperholic. People that work on Rapperholic.
Yes.
It was Frankie,
Exactly.
Kojo.
Exactly. The whole team, the Nabils,
Yeah.
same people. So there's nothing we cannot do if we put our minds to it. I believe that we need to be encouraged. And you know, earlier we spoke about the fact that they see us as, oh, we're almost bonyum keke.
Yeah.
Look, maybe we have failed to present
what we actually do.
Look, do a case research, yeah? In Africa, all these countries that have civil strife, and they have no sort of entertainment. That's how come that happens. Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
because there's too much tension.
Yeah. I mean, at least there will be a Sarkodie that will do a concert that will
Exactly.
die everything
Exactly.
down before everything picks up. There will be a
Exactly.
snowball that will do a Satawale that will do, and then yeah.
Exactly. If the entertainment space is lively, you will not have all these things happening. So I think it's about time they took us seriously, and it will help their governance. You know, it gives you a smooth. I like what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wants to do with the Black Star experience.
Yeah.
Saying that every month I want to do something. It means that he will engage all of us, right? You get people getting paid, you get jobs and all that stuff. You know, then you cool down tempers because no matter what we do, the dollar is not in our hands. Some people will
They manage up.
Exactly. You understand? But what is in our hands is what we can do. So we need to be encouraged to do more. Everybody in this studio is part of our
Creative
economy. Yes.
the orange economy.
Exactly. I keep saying this all the time. The president can never do anything without creatives. God is nothing but a creative.
Yeah.
God is not an accountant. He's not a scientist. He's a creative. If you look at your eyes, your lips, your hair, who does that?
Yeah.
Yeah. The president cannot step out without wearing something.
Yeah.
You know.
Somebody has to sew something
Exactly.
for him.
Even his office.
Yeah.
Who
Design.
Exactly. You can't
Wow.
do anything.
It goes
without
way beyond what
Exactly.
you see, to be honest.
Exactly.
And it's good that you're putting it in proper
Exactly.
perspective.
Speak to us, you need a microphone. Equipment and
Thank
everything.
you.
Yeah, so it goes beyond
Oh man, the DJ Venza has to drop that line in there, you know.
Yes.
But do you think we are ready, or it's about time that we now start moving some concerts out of Accra and taking it to other parts of the country as well? Because look at what we've seen in Kumasi. What if we replicate the same thing, let's say in Takrady, in Cape Coast, in Tamale? I mean, anybody can take that.
See, I mentioned earlier that we need to grow the culture of the people. We really don't have an event culture. So if we need to disperse the events or take them into regions, it would help. In other jurisdictions that we've been to, or even let's say like the Olympics, the cities bid for the Olympics. World Cups, countries bid for the World Cup. So we should get to a level where the government must empower the district assemblies or the municipal assemblies or the
regional ministers
to say that there's Rapperholic. I'm investing, let's say, $500,000.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you guys the money to bid.
Yeah.
So what are you presenting as Rapperholic? Accommodation, your hospitality, transport, other events that would support it. So they are building the ecosystem within the regions. Then now they get used to the cultural events. Otherwise, we'll just pack up and go to a location and won't get people. So we need to now build that culture so that the regional administrators will now see the value. We do the economic analysis, they see the value in investing in events so that you can go to a place like Kumasi and have an indoor facility. It's a shame that a city like Kumasi doesn't have an indoor facility to even take like 5,000 or 6,000 people. So we go with Rapperholic and it rains and it becomes international news. Should that be?
Anyway, but before we go, I mean, the festive season is almost upon us. We are in October. What are we to expect for Rapperholic? Is Rapperholic in Accra happening, by the way?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we to expect? Twice all we've seen?
Where?
Yes, the quality.
The quality.
Not the numbers.
But then the quality.
Yes, the quality.
The Accra event is the boutique event.
Is the what?
The boutique
It's a boutique event.
Yes.
That's good. But hey, thank you very much, Boo God. Thank you very much, Lawrence. Thank you very much, DJ Mensa. It's been an awesome time unpacking all that happened. I know we've not even unpacked everything yet, but we've not spoken about. Oh, Narejiwe. I mean, that was such an interesting one. Is that Narejiwe was supposed to be there? He didn't know. Was he asleep? Had he forgotten?
You know, I've always wanted to do a movie called Backstage or a series. Yo, it's
That's
deadly.
a whole
Was the backstage chaotic?
Yeah.
Yo, it's a series. It has to go on Netflix. Backstage.
Backstage.
Bro, trust me.
Wow.
No, trust me. You see, it's easy when everything is on paper.
Yeah.
And when we get there,
Because I saw that video, I'm like, oh, Reggie, and then they also start playing Reggie, and I'm like, oh, what's Reggie by you? They have Reggie that day.
Sarkodie himself became
a conductor.
Exactly. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Charlie, thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. And I know Accra is going to be a massive one. It's going to be a beautiful one, and I'm looking forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go for a quick break. When we return, we have more for you right here on the chat. Actually, when we return, I'm having a conversation with Skills, which I recorded earlier this week. We'll be right back after this break.